Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man Cinema Sit-Down. I am outside of the White Plains Showcase Cinema Deluxe after seeing, you can guess it, I saw this guy for the fifth time today. But like I said, I want to be bringing as many people as I can to see this movie. So today I've got my boy Dan with me. We're going to do it very similar to what I did with my parents and my brother and sister. We're going to get his thoughts, and then I'm going to give you a couple little spoiler details that I really liked about the movie. So Dan, come on in here. D-Dubs, what's up, buddy?
Man.
How's it going, man?
I'm good.
So first things first. Did you enjoy the movie?
I did enjoy the movie.
All right, what are your overall thoughts? What are your takeaways after watching it?
Solid, different take on the character. A little more the detective, which I know is Batman's comic book origins. I liked it though. Dark Knight is like one of my favorite movies ever.
Right.
I wouldn't quite put it on that level.
Okay.
But it's up there, man. It was solid. It didn't feel like it was 3 hours.
Love to hear that. Unlike my brother, who said it was very long, this guy didn't think it felt like 3 hours.
Held my attention the whole time.
All right, so this is a spoiler video, so I want you to give me your favorite moment from the Batman.
The Batmobile scene.
Right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The muscle car. That was badass.
Dope look to the Batmobile, right?
Badass.
I told you, IMAX was the way to go for some of that sound. Did you like feeling it, like when it turned on?
When he first turned it on?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Badass.
All right, Dan, now comes the moment. We need to know, how many C-Maniacs out of 5 are you giving the Batman?
If Dark Knight is a 5, and again, that's one of my favorite movies ever,
sure.
I give this guy a very solid, strong 4.5.
All right, 4.5 from DW. My dude, thank you for coming. There you go, guys. You got a 4.5 from a man, Dan. Everybody I've seen has given this movie at least a 4. My brother was the hardest one to sell. Outside of that, it's been 4.5 and 5s for everyone. I got more people I'm going to take. But like I said, being that I don't know when I'll get a full spoiler review up, and I'm going to go see it so many times with so many people, I think every single time I take somebody, I'm going to give you another spoiler treat. And one of my favorite things in this movie is the voiceover. After we get our opening sequence with the Riddler, we hear Bruce Wayne, or if you want to say, we hear Batman, telling us about what's been going on in the city, why he became Batman, the idea of vengeance kind of fueling him, using, the shadows to strike fear into the criminals, having the bat signal as like that thing that like criminals see that and they're like, oh shoot, where is Batman? That fear sinks in, and there's like 3-4 shots in a row where you see villains near shadows and they're looking into the shadows and you're like waiting for Batman to come out and he doesn't. And then you finally get to like the group of all those like guys in the white makeup with the black around their eyes, and you finally get to like one of those moments where they look into the shadows, and sure enough, there's Batman. You hear, one of the things I love is you hear Batman coming, man. You hear his feet. You hear how heavy the bat suit is. Like, he carries a lot with him, and you can feel the power and just the fear, like the way they shoot him, especially in that shot coming out of the shadows. It's very horror movie-esque. But what I love even more is when you get to the end of the movie, the voiceover you get. And I've said this before about the idea of Batman and Bruce Wayne's arcs kind of, you're already starting to see both of them become different people. And being that this movie is more about Bruce Wayne showing us, the viewer, that Batman is his true form and Bruce Wayne is the mask, he hasn't put the Bruce Wayne mask on yet. So he's not the Bruce that we know. But when you get to the end and you get to that voiceover, you hear him talk about how he is making a change here because the city is starting to believe in him. And being hope for the city, as well as being something that's fearful for villains, is what he has to become. And that's kind of cool. Like the idea that we're going to get a Batman who becomes the Batman we know. He's not there yet. He's growing. He's learning. But this, the first supervillain that he's dealt with, right? Like, that's the other thing I love about the movie is I love that we go in on Carmine Falcone and Maroni, because that's what the city was, right? It was like a mob crime type city. Now that Batman's been there for 2 years, all of a sudden we have a supervillain emerge. And with what Reeves has coming, especially with the Arkham Asylum show, we're going to see more of these supervillains emerge. And that's just going to mean Batman is going to level up even more than that. But the idea of taking that shift in perspective and going from a vengeance and fear place to a place of being hope for the city is just such a cool arc. And I love that they use the voiceover, because when you read the comics, and even when you watch the movie, Batman's not a talky guy. He doesn't do a lot of talking. So the voiceover in the comics is so important into understanding what's going on inside of Bruce's head, what's going on inside of Batman's head, and to use that to kind of give you a beginning and an end arc point for both Bruce and Batman is a really cool thing. And I just continue to love this movie, man. It's a 5 every time I see it. I hope that you guys are going out and enjoying it. But outside of the White Plains Showcase Cinema Deluxe, after my 5th screening, the Seaman, he's all done. So now it's your turn, man. I want to know what you're thinking. Have you seen the movie yet? What are your favorite moments? Where does it fall for you? What do you think of the Batmobile? My boy Dan, he told you his favorite scene was the Batmobile scene. It's one of my favorite sequences. Where does that land for you? Anything you got, man, put those comments down in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer reactions, you want to see who else I bring to go see Batman while it's in the theaters, you haven't yet and you just want to come join a little bit of this, well, hey, join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. Just jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell for all those alerts. And until next time, from White Plains Showcase Cinema Center Deluxe, I have been the Seaman. This has been my boy D-Dubs. We are signing off. Peace.
Oh, hey, what's going on? You must be sticking around because you're looking for more content featuring this guy. Well, guess what? You're in the right place. You can check out more videos right here and right here. And if you have and you want to come join that C-Maniac Nation, you can hit that subscribe right over there.